Queen Bilqis, the Queen of Sheba. Was Queen Bilqis a half-jinn or human? Who was Queen Bilqis? Queen Bilqis, also known as the Queen of Sheba, was a powerful and intelligent monarch who ruled the ancient kingdom of Saba, modern-day Yemen, around the time of Prophet Sulaiman, Solomon, peace be upon him. She is famously mentioned in the Quran in Surah Al-Naml, chapter 27, for her encounter with Prophet Sulaiman and her eventual acceptance of monotheism. Her kingdom and rule. Queen Bilqis ruled over the kingdom of Saba, known for its wealth, trade, and advanced civilization. Her people worshipped the sun and other celestial objects, which was a common practice in that region at the time. She was admired for her wisdom, diplomacy, and leadership skills. Her throne was described as magnificent and unmatched, symbolizing her power and authority. The encounter with Prophet Sulaiman. A bird called Hudhud, part of Prophet Sulaiman's army, discovered her kingdom and informed Sulaiman about her and her people's sun worship. Sulaiman sent her a letter inviting her to Islam, calling her to worship Allah alone and submit to Him. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Do not exalt yourselves above me, but come to me in submission. Surah Al-Naml 27:30-31. Queen Bilqis's response. She took the letter seriously and consulted with her ministers, showing her wise leadership. Rather than rushing into war, she decided to send gifts to Sulaiman to test him. Prophet Sulaiman rejected the gifts, emphasizing that God's blessings are better than material wealth. Do you provide me with wealth? What God has given me is better than what He has given you. Surah Al-Naml, chapter 27, verse 36. Her visit to Sulaiman's palace. After realizing Sulaiman's power and sincerity, she traveled to Jerusalem to meet him. Before her arrival, Sulaiman had her throne brought to his palace by one of his powerful jinn, or a man with knowledge. Upon arriving, she was amazed by the miracles, the grandeur of the palace, and Sulaiman's wisdom. The glass floor test. One of the most famous incidents was when she was asked to enter a palace made of glass. Thinking the glass floor was water, she lifted her dress, showing her modesty and humility. This test was symbolic, and it revealed her intelligence, grace, and readiness to accept the truth. She said, "My Lord, I have wronged myself, and I submit with Solomon to Allah, Lord of the worlds." Surah Al-Naml 27:44.
Her embrace of Islam. After witnessing the signs of Allah and the miracles of Sulaiman, Queen Bilqis accepted Islam and became a believer in the one God. Her conversion is a powerful example of how truth, humility, and intellect can lead a person to faith. What happened after? Islamic traditions vary on what happened after her conversion. Some narrations suggest that she returned to her kingdom and ruled justly as a Muslim queen. Others say that she married Prophet Sulaiman, although this is not confirmed by the Quran or authentic hadith. Her legacy. Queen Bilqis is remembered as a symbol of female leadership and wisdom, a woman who sought truth over pride, a ruler who chose peace, faith, and submission to Allah. Was Queen Bilqis, the Queen of Sheba, a half-jinn or a human? Queen Bilqis, known in Islamic tradition as the Queen of Sheba, is most famously mentioned in the Quran in Surah An-Naml, chapter 27, in the story of Prophet Sulaiman, Solomon, peace be upon him. Her story is one of wisdom, diplomacy, and ultimately belief in the one God. However, many questions arise from folklore and tafsir, Islamic commentary, about her origin. Was she a human or a half-jinn? Quranic reference. The Quran does not explicitly describe Queen Bilqis as being a jinn or part-jinn. She's mentioned as a powerful ruler of a wealthy nation with a great throne. Indeed, I found a woman ruling over them, and she has been given all things, and she has a mighty throne. Surah An-Naml 27-23. Prophet Sulaiman A.S. invites her to submit to Allah. She later visits him, is amazed by his knowledge and miracles, and eventually accepts Islam. She said, "My Lord, indeed I have wronged myself, and I submit with Solomon to Allah, Lord of the worlds." Surah An-Naml 27-44. Tafsir and legends. Some classical commentators, like Ibn Kathir, al-Tabari, and others, have preserved narrations from Jewish and Christian traditions called Israeliyat that suggest Queen Bilqis might have been part jinn or had jinn lineage. One such narration says, "Her mother was a jinn and her father was a human king of Yemen. Prophet Sulaiman, A.S., tested her intellect and knowledge, and after confirming her wisdom and character, he married her." But these stories are not confirmed by the Quran or any authentic hadith, and many scholars treat them as myth or unverified tradition. The story of the glass floor. One of the famous incidents that led some people to speculate about her being part jinn was the story of the glass palace floor. When Bilqis arrived, she lifted her dress thinking the floor was water. It was said to her, "Enter the palace," but when she saw it, she thought it was a body of water and uncovered her shins. Surah An-Naml 27-44. This amazed her and showed the extent of Sulaiman's wisdom and power. Some scholars interpreted her act as being symbolic of modesty and respect, while others, using weak narrations, speculated about her feet being hairy or jinn-like, which was allegedly the reason Sulaiman tested her in this way. But again, this is not proven and mostly comes from non-Islamic sources. Scholarly conclusion. Authentic Islamic teachings do not support the idea that Queen Bilqis was part jinn. The Quran portrays her as a wise, intelligent, and powerful human queen who ultimately submitted to Allah. Any claims of her being a half-jinn should be taken as legends, not facts.